Ladies and gentlemen, I believe I bring to you one of the greatest pieces of FNAF content ever made. As you can see below me, I've completed night 5. But not in the typical way you might think. This night has been one of the most arduous, strenuous nights of my life. I died many times, but I also won once. Now the thing is, you soon come to realise why I can't just call that a win. And we're going to have to do it again. Simply because I forgot to record. Or forgot to actually record what was on my screen, only my webcam.
We're all getting a last
so, in order to prove that I have beaten Night 5,
I did it!
I'm resitting through
I am the GOAT!
again to prove as well if my theory works. I hope you guys
Yes!
enjoy. I'm going to leave a
$120
timestamp above me to skip to when I actually beat Night 5, or the full night. But for the next however so minutes from now, enjoy a multitude of clips showing my absolute failures at trying to beat an indie horror game. Enjoy. The time has come. Today is the day. It's the 5th night, the final day. We leave everything here. We leave it all behind as we take on Freddy. 5 little nights. Because I can hear something. Seriously? Seriously? I don't know if you guys just saw, but the door wouldn't close. That only means one thing. Foxy's still behind the curtain. Decent. Could be better. Quick, pump that nose. Oh, better. I feel better. I feel better. I feel better. Oh, jeez. Right. Chica's outside the door. Foxy's still behind the curtain. Yep. Knew it. Right. Bonnie. I don't know where Bonnie is, man, but I'm really... I was so confident. I was so confident, man. I am playing. I can already feel this is going to be a long one. It's going to be a long one. My heart is pumping. My heart is beating. Getting the blood flowing, though. Back to the fingers. Back to the fingers. Next try. Next try. Nah, what was that, bro? Nah, what was that? What was that? What was that? What the... Why is there... It's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long night. Night 4, night 3, easy. You know, I had a little mishap on night 2. Night 5 is hell. It's awful. Everything about it sucks. But we're gonna beat it. That's what happens on the Blue Phoenix channel. That's what happens on the Uncaring Rain channel, is you don't expect these things, and then they happen. Alright? Because if you lower people's expectations, you set the boundary even higher. Alright? Coast is clear. We go again. Oh my... Chica! My snookums. My little darling. Please move away from the door. I'm begging. I'm begging. Come on. Any second now. Oh, and Freddy's outside the door like a bad habit. There's something I must be doing wrong, surely. There must be a way to keep old Fred. Why do I always raise my hands like I'm getting arrested? I said that in the other video. Right. I'm gonna pause for a second, rethink, replan, execute, deliver. Okay? I'll be back in just a sec. Okay, so I've got a new strategy. Essentially, my plan is to close the right door when I check the cameras. Well, okay. Right, so I've been thinking, and I've been I did a couple testers just to see if the pattern would work. My plan is essentially to close the right door because I did search up, and Freddy can only go on the right side. So I worked out how Freddy works. Freddy can only go on the right side, so I'm going to close the right door, check Foxy. If Foxy's fine, put the cameras down, open the door, do both lights, and then repeat that pattern. I think that should work. It might mean that I run out of battery by the end, but hopefully I can do that kind of thing where it counts down, and then just pray that I make it to 6 AM. So I'm going to give that method a try now, and just see if it works. Because otherwise, God, this is going to be a long night. Nah, Foxy's already at the blooming run position. I just checked him. I was just a second too late. Right, I'm gonna quickly reload. Right. Gotta get your head in the game. Get your head in the game. Yeah, get your head in the game. Get your head in the game. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's roll. So I can hold it for a couple minutes. I'll hold it for a couple seconds, and then I'm gonna start trying to get that pattern right. So door, camera, check. Door, up, lights, camera. Door, camera. Oh, Foxy, you absolute muppet! Get back in. So close, I nearly missed that out. Right. How did Freddy get in? I must have checked the camera with the door open still on the second to last one. 4 AM though, we're getting close. We're getting close. Concentration of a god. That's what I say. I said that and I messed up. Every time I talk, I mess up the pattern. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem. Foxy's out of his curtain. I don't blame him. I'd be pretty angry if I was stuffed up there all day. Forgot to do the door. But he's probably already in the room. He's about to get me. Foxy, you cheeky dog. Was that Bonnie? I can't really remember the names of them. I don't really care at this point. All I need to do is survive. 5 nights at 3. I'm on the 5th night. I'm saying this as though I've like finished the episode and I'm doing like an episode recap in like an anime or a TV show. Like, oh, last episode on this show. Oh no, this ain't looking good. I don't know how the song goes, and I don't know how long it lasts for. All I know is there's a certain time limit before the lights are completely out, so I'm praying I've done enough. Oh, hey Freddy, how you doing, man? No, come on, man. No, because I know... Wait, it's meant to... It was meant to go on for longer, I swear. Or does it get shorter as the nights go? If Foxy hadn't done me there, I reckon I would have won that, you know? We go again, baby! We go again! Chica, I get you're a baddie and all, but come on, step away from the door. They're all getting a last little... I did it! I am the GOAT! I did it! I did it! I Yes! $120. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in business for the second time tonight. We are on Fifth Night Part 2. The back street's back. Alright. Freddy is still there. He keeps looking at me odd. He's got a little bit. I was too late. Isn't it a joy? Doesn't even faze me anymore. Doesn't even faze me. Okay, so only truths on this channel. I have to, I have to catch it on record. Last time was a bit of a shame, I must admit, but we move. So, essentially, I'm going to explain my plan again. Now, I'm going to test this theory a second time tonight, and in the hopes that it does work. It would make a great segment. So, essentially, I'm going to be replicating a pattern like I tried earlier on in the highlights, but essentially I'm going to try a different pattern. And I was looking into the actual game code and specifically how the animatronics work, because my main problem from looking back at the highlights was that Freddy was a big problem. So my plan is Operation Shut Down Freddy. Okay, I'm essentially stopping this man from moving all night. I'm debilitating his limbs. He's going to be in a wheelchair for tonight. And with a tyre clamp on. That's essentially what's happening. Okay, so by the sounds of what I was reading, these animatronics have something called action points. Alright, and action points are like movement points or something like that. And it's essentially how they move throughout the night. Okay, so every time an action point goes off, there's a percentage chance of it succeeding. Okay, so like percentage chance for Bonnie to move to the backstage area. Okay, and Chica to move to the kitchen, something like that. But Mr. Fredman himself, unlike the other animatronics, is a lot harder to deal with, because when he gets closer, he doesn't go back. He just keeps getting closer and closer to your room until essentially you're dead. Now, you're probably wondering about Foxy, bugger. Foxy, I'm gonna leave tonight. Because like I'm explaining these action points, there's also action points for my man Foxy over there. Okay, so I'm simply just gonna hope and pray to God that those action points work, and that I can just time it right with Freddy and not have to worry about Foxy. Okay? So there'll be an action point that, oh, perhaps he escapes the curtain, this or whatever, so on and so forth. Okay, so I'm just going to ignore Foxy and just carry on this pattern of checking the light, checking the camera, checking the light, checking the camera. Okay? Every so often I'm going to check on Foxy. In fact, the next time I'm going to check him is going to be 2 AM. The second that turns 2 AM, I'll do a quick check. Alright, but essentially what I'm doing is I'm just quickly stepping back and forth between the cameras. And as it happens, Foxy hasn't even moved yet. Okay? So, we have to just keep this pattern up. It's tiring, but it'll work. Alright? Now, you're probably wondering, this ain't the usual Uncaring Rain. No, it is not. I mean business tonight. I mean absolute business. Okay? I've already found out how much I'm getting paid at the end of this. Alright, you know too, and I'm disappointed. But for you guys, it's worth everything. Okay? Now, I've heard some footsteps. No one's at the door. But I believe Chica is in the kitchen. Okay, and I'm just going to keep this pattern up. I'll check again on Foxy shortly, but I'm just hoping, like I said, those action points are going to pay off. Or I've dubbed them action points. I can't remember the specific name. I'm going to dub this Operation Lockdown Freddy. And all I'm going to do is just keep checking. Because, like I said, Freddy was the one that was killing me the most. I didn't know how to stop him. But I found out that you can keep him still. So that was the first thing for this plan. And I just combined that movement of checking the lights. I didn't worry so much with the doors. And the reason I don't have to worry with the doors is because Freddy, if he doesn't move, I don't have to worry about using that door. Okay, because Freddy is going to stay exactly where he is. In fact, let's check Foxy. Perfect. Foxy hasn't even moved an inch. But Bonnie, that was a close one. So I'm just going to keep this pattern up. Camera, light. Camera, light. Okay, Bonnie's staying there for a little bit longer. But that's fine. We're actually way ahead of power than I had the time I won the night. And, you know, that's a bit of a blessing at the moment. But we'll just keep going. Like I said, it's a bit tiring on the arm, but the more you kind of do it, the quicker you get. You can afford to make, you know, a slight error with turning the light off just a second late, but you really just want to keep checking on Freddy. Okay, I'm going to check on Foxy in just a sec. Bang. Hasn't even moved. Perfect. Bonnie, locked down. But yeah, Freddy's the main worry. I'm just going to keep moving on him because I just had no idea how to counter him. There is a way, and I could see him on the cameras, but once he's close, I don't think he moves. Oh, in fact, I'm actually I was quite chilly when I. Oh my god, bugger off. I was quite chilly when I first recorded this. I'm now absolutely roasted. I'm like a pot roast right now. Like when you come home and you see the slow cooker out for the third time in a row and you just wanna die. Because who wants slow cooker meals for like 3 days in a row? You know what I'm saying? But that's how I feel. I feel like I'm being slow cooked right now. Okay. Pattern's going alright. I'm gonna check on Foxy in just a sec. But like I said, he's not the main concern. As much as I love you, Foxy, you're not the main concern tonight. So, just keep this pattern up. We're at 4 AM. 30%, I think that's pretty good going. That's another thing as well. Animatronics tend not to stay too long at the doors simply because the game has to counterbalance your usage of battery. In fact, I was pretty lucky. Not lucky. I was pretty unlucky on some of my first attempts because they were standing outside the door for ages. And the problem with that door method is it takes up a lot of battery at certain points. When you've got that door closed and you're checking the camera, it's a lot. And when you've got, like, you know, Chica outside the door and you're having to use the light to check if she's there, and, you know, it uses up a lot. That was a bit of a goofy mistake, but you know, this usage of power isn't doing too bad. But yeah, like I said, the animatronics stay outside the door ever so slightly less than they do typically, simply because the game has to counterbalance the fact that you are using more power on this night than any other night. So the animatronics hang around less. In fact, I've said that, and Bonnie will probably be there for the rest of the night, but has to counterbalance the fact that you are using a lot of energy to check on other things. I'm going to quickly check Foxy. It hasn't even moved. Okay, that is blissful luck, but Bonnie's gone as well. I'm going to check Freddy one more time. One more thing as well. A tip if you get to 5 AM. Now, the thing if your power runs out, Freddy's going to come to the door and start singing a little song. That lasts a lot less on this night, okay? But the animatronics themselves, if those buttons go and you can't press the buttons, you still have a chance, okay? What I want you to do is just put that camera up and leave it until they pull it down themselves, because they have about a 30-second range before they pull that camera down, which is a lot longer than what you're going to get anywhere else. So if those buttons go down at 5 AM, there is still a chance. Okay, I'm just going to keep this pattern up just a tiny bit longer. I think I'm nearly there. Yes, I did it. I did it. I've done it twice. Yes. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. With my £120 or dollars, I mean in pounds that's going to be what, like £90, 95. But Mike Schmidt, valued employee. I suppose that pays off. But there's a 6th night. Well, aren't you guys in for a treat because you've got a 6th night to look forward to? Brilliant, just brilliant. But I'm so happy I managed to repeat that. I believe that it must work if you just keep an eye on Freddy. It must pay off, and that was really just trial and error. I tested it on one of the nights, got to 4 AM, just accidentally died, not hitting the button soon enough, and thought I'd try again, and it paid off. Brilliant. Well, thank you ever so much for joining me on this adventure, guys. I'm gonna be back with the 6th night, and possibly the 24 or the 420 night, I think it's called. And then it's on to FNAF 2. That's going to be even more fun, I can tell you that. Thank you very much for joining me. That is me for today. I'll see you next time. Peace.